Hi, my name is Shea Kennedy and I'd like to welcome you to my CCNA training. Today I'll be showing you how you can configure SSH across branch office. Okay, so let's assume that, looking at my scenario here, let's assume that I have three different branches, branch Port Harcourt, branch Lagos and branch Abuja. Now in each of these branches, I've actually done my connection, so I assume that this is based on my ISP, connectivity is based on my ISP. Okay, so we just want to do our internal connectivity, assign IP addresses to each of these links. So my links are up now. All I just need to do is assign IP addresses and configure my SSH across branches. Now, one of the reasons why SSH is preferred to Telnet is that SSH it encrypts its data when it's being transmitted across the network compared to Telnet. Telnet sends its data in plain text. Okay, so it's in case there's somebody sniffing your network. Okay, the person won't see the traffic in plain text, but to see it as encrypted. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why we use SSH. It's just virtually like a way of trying to secure our network. So let's dive into our configuration and let's see how we do it fast. Okay, so I'll go move into I'll switch on my console port. So my router is back now, so I can actually start my configuration. Okay, so these are my console now. My consoles are all opened. Okay, so let's start with the configuration. Let me start from Lagos. Okay, so I do my again to enable mode. Do my conft. Okay, so first thing we need to do in configuring SSH is to ensure that the router is actually belongs to, is part of a domain called, is part of a domain, so we may actually name it any domain, and the domain does not have to be on a DNS server. Okay, so we do IP domain name. Okay, cisco.com. Okay, another thing is for us to ensure that we have an encryption key. Okay, because it has to be encrypted, so we will do crypto key generate. Okay, RSA. Okay, so the router has to have, we say please define your host name. What is the router? Okay, so let me change my host name to HQ. Let me just do HQ. Oh, sorry, I need HG. HQ. Okay, so let me go back to my configuration. Okay, so let me do 1024. Okay, so it changes my version to my SSH version to version 2 already. Okay, so what we need to do next is to ensure that we have a username and a password, because you can only use username and password to log on to SSH. So username admin privilege 15 secret Cisco. Okay, so that's fine. So we need to add IP address to the interface, so we do show IP interface brief. Okay, so I have two interfaces. Okay, so I'll do interface E0. Okay, so I type my IP address 10.10.10 1.1.1. Let me see what I have for my Lagos. Okay, E0 is 1. Okay. Okay, 252. Okay, so there are no shots. Let's open interface. So I do for interface E01. Okay. E10, sorry. Okay, so I do my IP address 1.1.5. Okay, that's 5. 255.255.255. Okay, so I do no shots. Okay, so I go to my line VTY. So all my interfaces are up. So I do line VTY 024. That's my virtual terminal lines. So I do login local to ensure that my login is based on my local database. Okay, and so I do my transport input. So what this command is telling me is that I can only allow SSH protocol, okay, through my virtual terminal lines. Okay, so done. Do my double out to save my configuration. Okay, so I'm good. So let me do show run. Begin from line VTY. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so I also need to configure my routing protocol. I'll use ERGRP. Okay, so because without that I won't be able to route my traffic across those interfaces. So I do route EIGRP 100 as autonomous system. I do network advertise on the network 0.0.0.0. Okay, so no auto summary. Okay, so I'm fine. So I'm done with my Lagos router. So I move to my Abuja router, perform the same thing. I ensure that I change my host name. Host name Abuja. Okay, so don't forget the domain name. Cisco.com. Okay, I generate my crypto key. Generates RSA. Okay, so everyone goes 4. So that's done. So I do my line VTY. I'm going to do my interface to show interface brief. Do show IP interface. Show IP interface brief. Okay, so my interface is E0/0. Okay, so let me come back here. Okay, so I add my IP address. 101.6. 255.255.255.252. So I do my no shots. Okay, so I continue. I go back to my line VTY. Okay, so I first configure my username. Admin privilege 15. Secrets. Cisco. Okay, so I do admin. So I do my line VTY 04. Okay, so I do login local so that users can log in with their username and their password. Okay, so I do my transport input. So accept only SSH. Okay, so I ensure that I advertise my EIGRP network. So I do my router router EIGRP 100. Okay, so advertise on my network on the interface. So okay, so I do know auto summary. Okay, so I do my hand. Oh, okay, so that's almost done. So let me go back to my product code branch. Let me do the same thing too. Okay, I changed my host name. Just a ph. Okay, so I do my username, admin, original 15, secret, Cisco. Okay, so I do my IP domain name, Cisco.com. Okay, so I do my crypto key. Generate RSA. So I do 1024. Okay, so it changes to Happy version 2. Okay, so what I need to do next is to ensure that I add the routing protocol. Okay, so advertise my network. By the way, using the 0.0.0 means I'm advertising all the network on that particular router, on that interface. Okay, so on all different interfaces on my network. Okay, so I do that, do exit. Okay, so I go to my line VTY 04. Okay, so I log in locally. Okay, so my transport input is SSH only. Okay, so I do my end. Yeah, saving my configuration. So let me do show one. Let me begin with my 9 VTY. Oh, sorry, I did not begin to it. Do I keep making these kind of mistakes? Okay, so that's fine. Okay, let me do show IP interface brief. Okay, so now I need an IP address. Okay, so let me go back to my interface E00 to add an IP address to it. Okay, global mode interface E00. So the IP address. Let's see what IP address. Okay, so this will be 2. 1.1.1.2 2.5.252. So I do my no shots and okay, show IP interface with. Okay, so I got. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we're all good now. Okay, so from here, for that code, let me see if I can ping my Abuja branch. Okay, still rolling. Okay, so let me ping my Abuja, which is PH is sorry. Okay, wonder two. Okay, ping 1.1.1.2. Okay, so it's successful, so we're good. Okay, so let me turn it into my polar cards. Sorry, SSH rather. So to configure SSH, I just do SSH -L, the username admin, and the IP address 1.1.1.2. Okay, so it should take me here now. Okay, fine, it's taking me here, so it's asking for password. Password is Cisco, and I'm good. Now I'm in Port. Beautiful. I'd like to thank you for viewing and have a nice day.